Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning. So for today, we will cover chapter 2, which is support and resistance, and also trend lines, okay, in another video. And for basic characteristics of volume, you may read the PDF notes given to you in a previous class. Okay, so for chapter 2, it consists of 3 chapters in textbook. Okay, you may refer to textbook in chapter 8. Okay, that is about support and resistance. Okay, chapter 9 is about trend lines, and chapter 10 is about basic characteristics of volume. Okay, so for support and resistance, okay, this is another important things to consider in technical analysis. Okay, and then another important things is trend lines. Okay, why it is important? Because this may give you a quick review on decision on buying and selling signal. Okay, so what are the importance of support and resistance is it will help the investors to make wise decision on buying and selling the stock price. Okay, and then it will also help to determine the stop loss area. And number 3 is it will assist on the target area of such stock price. Okay. Okay, so as you can see here, okay, how to identify the support and resistance. Okay. Alright, so this is the figure on the support line. This with the green line, and also resistance line. Okay, this is the red line. Okay. So support and resistance represent key junctures where the forces of supply and demand meet. Okay, so support and resistance, it is closely related with the demand and supply of the stock price. Okay, in the financial markets, okay, prices are driven by excessive supply down and demand up. Okay, means that when there is more demand compared to supply in the market, okay, it is called as uptrend, which is bullish market, and here it is recommended that for the investors to buy. Okay, whereas, okay, when the supply is more than demand, okay, so this is considered as bearish market or downtrend. Okay, so it is advisable for investors to sell the stock. Okay, supply is synonymous with bearish, okay, which is selling, and demand is synonymous with bullish, okay, which is buying. Right. In an uptrend, okay, uptrend line acts as a support line. Okay, when this uptrend is violated, it acts as a resistance. Okay, later you will see another next video about trend line. Okay, so I just give you a quick reference here. So trend line, this is uptrend line, and then this is downtrend. Okay, so uptrend is considered as a support line. Okay, downtrend is for the resistance line. Okay, so in a downtrend line acts as a resistance line. When this downtrend is violated, it acts as a support. Violated tu maksudnya dia telah terkeluar daripada macam ni. Dia kalau dia naik, okay, dia naik, lepas tu dia, so this is what kita consider dia sebagai violated. Okay, terpecah kat situ. Okay. So what is support line? Okay, support is the price level at which demand is thought to be strong enough to prevent the price from declining further. Okay, so macam awak belajar ekonomi lah, kita ada support line, kita ada support dan ceiling, floor and ceiling kan. So sama jugalah maksud dia. So you tahulah, okay, kalau harga tu dekat floor, harga tu dekat ceiling, macam mana. Okay. So as the price declines towards support and gets cheaper, so buyers become more inclined to buy. Jadi kenapa dikatakan support line ni, okay, adalah uptrend, sebab ini adalah harga yang terendah, okay, yang dicapai. So bila harga rendah lah kita beli, okay, we buy at this level. So, jadi trend line, support and resistance line, okay, ni dia bagi orang kata satu quick indicator, okay, to buy the stock, okay, sebelum you tengok pada pattern, sebelum you tengok pada indicator lah. Alright, sellers become less inclined to sell. Jadi bila harga dia dah jatuh kat sini, dia sampai kat support line, takkan kita nak jual kan? Kita kena tunggulah harga tu dia push up naik balik. That is for seller perspektif lah. Kalau untuk buyers perspektif, so you are advised to buy. Okay. By the time the price reaches the support level, it is believed that demand will overcome supply and prevent the price from falling below support. Jadi itu kata sebagai satu motivation supaya harga tu tidak jatuh. Tapi ada juga berlaku tu harga tu jatuh, kita panggil sebagai violate. Where is support line is established. Okay, support lines or levels are below the current price. We are connecting a few price that lower than the current price level. Okay. Okay, ni saya kata tadi support violation. Okay. Support does not hold. Harga ni dia tak adalah. Dia kalau kita buat satu line dia akan main kat situ je tu. Naik turun, naik cecah. Lepas tu dia bergerak-gerak. Dia tak turun-turun dah. Ada juga masanya dia turun. Support has been violated. Okay. So a break below support signals that, ni, kalau harga dia terjatuh ke bawah, means that the bears have won out over the bulls. Maksudnya kat sini harga supply tu dia dah kacau lah kat sini, jadi dia dah menang lah. Okay, indicates a new willingness to sell and or a lack of incentive to buy. Support breaks and new lows signal that sellers have reduced their expectations and are willing sell at even lower price. Ini biasalah permainan dalam stock market. Okay. Buyers could not be coerced into buying until prices decline below support or below the previous low. Okay. Once support is broken, ni kita katakan sebagai violated ataupun broken, another support level will have to be established at a lower level. Jadi bila dia dah terpecah kat sini, okay, violated ataupun broken kat sini, ni line A ni adalah support. Okay, another support di bawah yang kita akan buat lagi. Sekejap, lama saya ingat tak ada pembaris kan. Kita katakan dia sebagai satu line, straight line lah. Ni contoh lah. Okay, so satu lagi support line akan berlaku di sini. Jadi ini akan jadi, bukan jadi support lah, dia akan jadi resistance. Okay, this one another new support. Jadi pun macam nombor 5 kat sini. Okay, so previous low is a good point to expect support. Okay. Alright, so now kita pergi kepada resistance line. Sikit je support and resistance ni, chapter ni sikit sangat. Okay. Resistance is the price level at which selling is thought to be strong enough to prevent the price from rising further. Kenapa dia tak bagi naik tu? Sebab kalau untuk seller dia untung lah sebab boleh jual lagi tinggi kan. Tapi untuk buyer dia rugilah sebab kita kena tunggu harga tu lagi jatuh kan. Okay. As the price advances towards resistance, okay, bila price tu dia capai lebih daripada resistance tu, sellers become more inclined to sell. Maknanya seller tu yang push harga tu supaya lagi naik. Dia tak nak jual lagi. Bila harga jual, okay, bila sesuatu ramai seller jual pada masa yang sama, harga tu dia akan start jatuh. Okay, jadi bila kat situ demand untuk buyer tu lagi tinggi lah, sebab dia akan mencari-cari. Dia macam mana? Okay, dia macam satu ikan kan. Kalau orang duk bagi-bagi makanan, dia akan ambil lah makanan tu. Takkan dia duduk tengok je kan. Mesti dia, itu maksud dia, perumpamaan dia. Jadi buyers become less inclined to buy. Jadi bila harga tu makin naik, tak ada orang nak beli. Kan, sebab masa tu seller akan mainkan peranan lah untuk jual. Okay. By the time the price reaches the resistance level, it is believed that supply will overcome demand and prevent the price from rising above resistance. Okay. So ini adalah contohnya. Jadi katalah tadi kat sini kita ada support N. Okay. So kat sini kita labelkan dia sebagai resistance 1. Jadi bila price tu, okay, dia telah violate kat sini ataupun breakout kat sini, okay, dia naik sampai satu tahap, okay. So ini adalah kita katakan sebagai resistance yang kedua. Jadi bila dia jatuh balik, this become the resistance 1 ni become support, okay. So tapi dia pecah balik kat sini, breakout, so dia akan naik lagi kat sini dan kemungkinan akan ada lagi resistance kedua, ketiga dan sebagainya. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, so ni contoh. Okay, contoh cahaya mata Sarawak Berhad. Okay, so support and resistance. Okay. Alright, the role of reversal. Okay, support dan resistance. Reversal tu bila dia bertukar kedudukan lah kan. Bertukar dia punya arah dia tu. Okay. Another principle of technical analysis stipulates that support can turn into resistance and vice versa. Support turning into resistance. Okay, ini keadaannya bila mana once the price breaks below a support level. Okay, the broken support level can turn into resistance. Nama lain lah untuk breakout ataupun violation ni adalah reversal lah. Reversal macam awak bawa kereta lah kan. Awak tengah bawa kereta tapi at one time tu you have to reverse. Kan, daripada parking ke. Maknanya you nak menukar kedudukan. Jadi sama jugalah dengan konsep violated ataupun breakout tu. Okay. The break of support signals that the forces of supply have become the forces of demand. Dia dah bertukar kedudukan dia. Resistance turning into support. Okay, maksud dia once the price breaks above the resistance level, so the broken resistance level can turn into support. Okay, means that the break of resistance signals that the forces of demand have overcome the forces of supply. Itu je maksudnya. Kalau ditanyalah apa itu, apa dia punya penerangan lebih berkenaan dengan support and resistance. Sikit je untuk chapter ni, memang sangat sikit. Okay, ni contohlah support and resistance reverse their roles. Ni saya kata tadi. Okay, lepas tu dia breakout kat sini, pop dia jatuh. Okay, dia jatuh lagi. Jadi ini adalah support line. Lepas tu bila dia jatuh, support line akan jadi resistance. B akan jadi support. And then later dia jatuh lagi turun bawah. Okay, B akan jadi resistance dan C akan jadi support. New support. Okay. So, alright, exercise. Exercise ni tak perlu you hantar pun. Itu just orang kata for your understanding. Okay. And you may use your chart yang telah awak pilih hari tu. Okay, untuk tengoklah support line and also trend line, resistance line. Okay, supaya you lebih faham lah di mana buy and sell signal. Okay, choose any stock ataupun you nak pilih mana-mana stock yang lain pun boleh. draw a support and resistance line, okay, and then identify any support and resistance line that may exist. Nanti kalau ada lagi lah. Sebab di dalam satu graf ni, let's say dalam setahun, okay, kalau you ambil satu graf setahun sekalipun, dia akan ada banyak support and resistance. So, buat satu garisan yang kita katakan sebagai meja lah, panjang punya kan, macam saya tunjuk tadi. Jadi, dari situ you boleh nampak dia punya pergerakan dia. Okay, cari graf yang, kalau graf dia tu lagi, orang kata fluctuate tinggi kan, banyak sikit lagi cantik jugalah, supaya you boleh tengok dia punya pergerakan dia. Okay, alright. So you are more than you were. You can start over anytime like today. Okay. So itulah sahaja untuk support and resistance. Sikit saja. And then later, okay, you tengok video berkenaan dengan trend line. And then for volume, okay, you hanya baca sajalah nota PDF yang telah saya bekalkan minggu lepas. Okay. Pada dalam UFuture dalam group content. Okay, so that's all for today. Okay, next is trend line. Alright, thank you.